Hello students, myself Varekar and I am from Asian College Karad. Today I am going to teach you a topic from mathematics paper number 1, which is matrices. It is a very important topic in mathematics paper number 1. It has various applications. This matrices has various applications in mathematics that you studied in this topic. The topic has 6 marks of weightage for the board examination. Maximum 2 questions asked on this topic. So let's start with the topic with introductory part, which you studied in earlier standard, that is in 11th standard, which is types of matrices. What are the types of matrices? First type, row matrix. Row matrix, what is row matrix? The matrix has single row is called row matrix. For example, single row. This matrix has single row. Its order is 1 by 3 because it has 1 row and 3 columns. So its order is 1 by 3. Then second is column matrix. What is column matrix? The matrix which has single column is called column matrix. For example, this matrix has only single column and 3 rows. So its order is 3 by 1. Its order is 3 by 1. It has 3 rows and 1 column. This is column matrix. Then zero matrix. What is zero matrix? In zero matrix, order doesn't matter. The matrix which contains elements which are 0 is called zero matrix. All the elements are 0. That matrix is called zero matrix. Then next, square matrix. Square matrix, here order is important. That means the number of rows and number of columns are same. That matrix is called square matrix. Then next is diagonal matrix. What is diagonal matrix? Diagonal matrix, it is a scalar matrix. It is a square matrix. Diagonal matrix, it is a square matrix in which non-diagonal elements. Look here in example. These are the diagonal elements. These are the non-diagonal elements. These non-diagonal elements are 0. Then this matrix is called diagonal matrix. Then next, scalar matrix. What is scalar matrix? Scalar matrix, it is a diagonal matrix in which diagonal elements are same. The matrix in which the diagonal matrix in which diagonal elements are same is called scalar matrix. Then identity matrix. What is identity matrix? It is a scalar matrix. Identity matrix, it is a scalar matrix, but its diagonal elements are 1. Its diagonal elements are 1. Here diagonal elements are 1. Then it is called as identity matrix. This identity matrix is of order 2 by 2 because there are 2 rows and 2 columns. So, and there is a 3 by 3 order identity matrix is what? 1 0 0, 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. You know that. Then next is upper triangular matrix. Next is upper triangular matrix. What is upper triangular matrix? This is an example of upper triangular matrix. Upper triangular means below the diagonal elements. These are the diagonal elements. 1, 4, 6. These are the diagonal elements. Below the diagonal elements, these 3. These elements are 0 is called as upper triangular matrix. Then next, lower triangular matrix. What is lower triangular matrix? This is an example of lower triangular matrix. Above the diagonal elements, these are the diagonal elements 9, 7 and 5. Its above elements are 0. These 3 elements are 0. So it is called as lower triangular matrix. Then next is triangular matrix. Lower triangular and upper triangular. These both matrices are called as triangular matrix. Then next, symmetric matrix. What is symmetric matrix? This is a square matrix. It is a square matrix in which corresponding elements, these corresponding non-diagonal elements are same. Diagonal element doesn't matter, whatever they write. Here non-diagonal elements, here is 2, here is 2, here is -5, here is -5, here is 1, here is 1. So these non-diagonal elements, corresponding non-diagonal elements are same. Then this matrix is called symmetric matrix. There is a symmetry, so it is called as symmetric matrix. In terms of in mathematics, we write here symmetric matrix as Aij is equal to Aj. Then it is called as symmetric matrix. Then skew symmetric matrix. What is skew symmetric matrix? The matrix in which diagonal elements are 0. These are the diagonal elements. This is the main difference between. Diagonal elements are 0. Here strictly the diagonal elements must be a 0. And corresponding non-diagonal elements, these are the corresponding non-diagonal elements are same, but signs are different. But their signs are different. These are same, but their signs are different. Here 6, here is -6. Here 2, here is -2. Here 4, here is -4. So diagonal elements are 0 and non-diagonal elements are same, but signs are different. That is Aij is equal to minus of Aji. Then it is called as skew symmetric matrix. Then next, singular matrix. What is singular matrix? If the value of determinant of matrix is 0, suppose A is any matrix and we find its determinant, then we will get 0. Then it is called as singular matrix. If its value is non-zero, suppose determinant of A is not equal to 0, then it is called as non-singular matrix. Non-singular matrix. Then next is addition of two matrices. Addition of two matrices. Firstly, we have to check the addition of two matrices. We have to firstly check its order. Suppose its order, here its order is the matrix, first matrix, its order is 3 by 3 and the order of this second matrix is also 3 by 3 and we have to add this. When we add this when the addition exists if the order of these both matrices are same. If the order of that both matrices are same, then it is confirmable for addition, and similarly then it is confirmable for subtraction. So how we add first element to corresponding first element of second matrix, add second element to a corresponding second element of second matrix. So like this, 4 plus 5 9, 2 plus 6 8, minus 5 plus minus 2, that is minus 7. Like this we add these two matrices. Similarly we subtract these two matrices. Then next is multiplication of two matrices. How we multiply two matrices? Or when multiplication is exist, if the number of columns, listen carefully, number of columns in first matrix and number of columns in first matrix and number of rows in second matrix are same. If number of columns in first matrix and number of rows in second matrix are same, then it is confirmable for multiplication. So we multiply here. How we multiply? Multiplication, that is, we have to find out this first element. So how we multiply? First row multiply to first column. First row, first column, multiplication right here. First row, second column, multiplication right here. First row, third column, multiplication right here. Similarly, we multiply all these elements. So this is a multiplication of two matrices. So next is elementary transformation. which is very important for 12th mathematics. Using this elementary transformation, we find the matrix inverse of a matrix, which is asked in board examination. Okay, so start with some examples. What is first elementary transformation? Interchange of any two rows or any two columns. Interchange of any two rows or any two columns. That means we have to interchange any two row or any two column. So let's start with first example. So our first example, that is 1, 2, 3, 1. Now we have to interchange R1 interchanging with R2. Here R1 means first row, R2 means second row, and this double-headed arrow means we have to interchange R1 by R2. So what is our answer? Our answer is 3, 1, 1, 2. So this is our answer. We interchange R1 by R2. So next example, start with next example, second example, 1, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 6, 6, 1. And we have to interchange C1 by C3. This double-headed arrow means interchange C1 by C3. So what we get? We get 4, 1, 1, 3, 2, 6. Second column as it is, and third column, that is we interchange by first column, which is 1, 5 and 6. This is the answer. That means interchange of any two rows or any two columns. Then next slide is multiplication of the element of any row or column by a non-zero scalar. Multiplication of the elements of any row or column by a non-zero scalar. So let's start with some example. So start with the example. Here, suppose example, there is 1, 2, 4 and 5. Now we have to multiply R1 by 3. So how we write here? That is R1 implies, here we use single-headed arrow. Here we use single-headed arrow. R1 implies 3 times of R1. That means we multiply R1 by 3. So multiply R1 by 3, what we will get? That is, here 3 into 1, that is 3, 3 into 2, that is 6, and second row as it is. We kept second row as it is. Here we multiply R1 by 3. Suppose there is another example. So second example, suppose there is a 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 1, 3, 6, 2. Now our transformation is C2 implies minus 5 C2. That means we have to multiply C2 by minus 5 and make this change and write in C2. So what we will give? So our first column is as it is 1, 2, 3. Similarly our last column also as it is, that is 4, 1, 2. There is a change in second column. Multiply minus 5 to each and every element of second column. That is minus 5 into 3, which is minus 15. Then 1 into minus 5, which is minus 5. Then minus 5 into 6, which is minus 30. So this is the multiplication of the elements of any row or column by a non-zero scalar. Then next slide. Third transformation, that is adding the scalar multiples. Adding the scalar multiples of all the elements of any row, or column to corresponding elements of any other row or column. So let's start with some example. Here is example. Suppose example, there is a 2, 1, 6, 4. Now what is transformation? R1 gives R1 plus R2. We start with a simple transformation. That is 2, 1, 6, 4, and we have to multiply. We have to make R1 gives R1 plus R2. That means we have to add R1 and R2 and write this change in this R1. This transformation means we have to add R1 and R2 and write this answer in which R1. So in answer R2 is as it is, there is no change in R2, so write 6 and 4 as it is. There is change in R1. So what is R1? First element is R1 plus R2. Here R1 is 2, R2 is 6. So 2 plus 6, that is 8. Here is 8. Then here what is R1? R1 is 1. R2 is 4. So here answer is 5. So R1 plus R2, what we will get? 2 plus 6, that is 8. 1 plus 4, that is 5. Suppose there is another example. 3, 2, 1, 5. Here C1 gives C1 plus 2C2. C1 gives C1 plus 2C2. Here we write C1 gives C1. If there is C1, so firstly we start with the C1, not C2. If we have to make the change in C1, then we start with the C1. So that gives C1 plus 2C2. That means firstly multiply C2 by 2. Then add this number in C1 and write this whole addition in C1. So what is our answer? C2, there is no change in C2, so we write C2 as it is. That is 2 and 5 as it is. C2 as it is. So here C1, what is C1? C1 is 3. First element of C1 is 3. Plus 2 into C2, multiply C2 into 2. 2 into, what is the element of C2? That is 4. Here is 4. 2 into 2, 4. Then next here, C1 element is 1. Plus 2 into C2, that is 2 into 5, that is 10. So here is 3 plus 4, which is 7, and in 1 plus 10, which is 11, and 2 and 5 as it is. So this is our adding the scalar multiple of all the elements of any row or column to corresponding element of any row or column. Now let's start with another example. Another one example is adding the scalar multiple to all the elements of any row or column. Another example is, suppose there is a matrix -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 0, 4. Suppose this is another matrix and we have to make a transformation, that is R1 gives R1 minus 3 times of R2. R1 gives R1 minus 3 times of R2. So what we get here? There is change in R1. So R2 and R3 as it is. So we firstly write R2 and R3. What is R2? 4, 5, 6. And what is R3? 1, 0 and 4. We write this as it is. Now, first element, that is R1. What is R1? Minus 1. Then minus 3 times of, what is its corresponding? R2, that is 4. Then next here, what is R1? 2 minus 3 into its corresponding R2, what is? That is 5. Then next, what is R1? That is 3 minus 3. Its corresponding R2, that is 6. So we simplify here. What we will get? Minus 1 and minus 12. That is minus 13. 2 minus 15. That is minus 30. Then 3 minus 18. That is minus 15. So here is 4, 5, 6, 1, 0, 4 as it is. So this is our answer. This is the adding and subtraction of elementary transformation. Then next is conversion into identity matrix. We have to know this conversion into identity matrix for the solvation of examples. There is a rule to convert into any square matrix into identity matrix. So if we use the row transformation, that is R1 gives R1 minus 2 R2, this is called as row transformation. And C1 gives C2 minus C3, this is called as a column transformation. Row transformation and column transformation use how we convert matrix into identity matrix. So this is a rule. Suppose firstly we make first element. This is the first element of this matrix. Suppose this matrix is of order 3 by 3. We make this 1. Firstly we make A element 1. Using this element we make D and G 0 to 0. Using this, these two become 0. Then make E to the 1 using transformation, and B and H 0. Then we make I into 1 and F and C into 0. So we go in this way. So that is in vertical way. In vertical way. Then this is 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. We will get identity matrix. Similarly in column transformation, here we go horizontally. Here we go horizontally. Here we go vertically. So here we go horizontally. In column transformation, A to B, B to C means first make A to 1, then make B and C 0, then make E 1 and D and F 0, then make I 1 and G and H 0. This is the path, and this is the rule. We have to go with this rule. Then this is in 3 by 3 transformation. Then what is in 2 by 2 transformation? Suppose this is 2 by 2 order matrix. So in row transformation, firstly we make this 1, using this we make this 0. Then we make this 1 and using this we make this 0. This is very simple. Go like this. And in column transformation, firstly we make this 1, using this will be 0, then this will be 1 and this will be 0. This is very easy to understand. Let's start with example. Use suitable transformation on 1, 2, 3, 4 to convert it into an identity matrix. Means we have to use the transformation on 1, 2, 3, 4 to convert it into an identity matrix. So let's start with example solution. So its solution, we write here firstly 1, 2, 3, 4. Firstly we go with the row transformation. So firstly like this, firstly we have to make this one, but this first element is 1, so we go with this. Now we make 3 0. Now we make this 3 into 0. So we have to make this 3 0, and this 3 is in R2. This 3 is in R2. So we have to make change in R2. So we write here R2. R2 gives R2. We write here R2 gives R2. Now R2 minus 3R1. We write here R2 minus 3R1. Why? Because using this one we have to make this 0. So R1 here. We multiply R1. We multiply 1 by 3. So here is answer is 3, and 3 minus 3 it will be 0. So this transformation is very important, and it will be very easy to create the difficult, but it needs a practice. It needs a practice. Just at home give any matrix and just get a practice on that transformation. So here we apply the transformation. Here change in R2, so R1 is as it is, so we write R1 as it is, 1, 2. What is R2? R2. So here put the value of R2. R2 is 3. R2 is 3 minus 3 into, what is its R1? 1. Now here R2 is 4 minus 3 into, what is its R1? R1 is 2. So what we will get here? 1, 2 as it is, 3 minus 3 it is 0, and 4 minus 6 which is minus 2. So 1, 2, 0 and minus 2. This is our first transformation, that we make this 0. Now we make this minus 2 1. This make minus 2 1. Then how we make this 1? We divide this minus 2 by minus 2. So this minus 2 is in R2. So R2 gives R2 divided by minus 2. So we divide R2 by minus 2. So what we will get? We get, there is change in R2. So R1 as it is, 1, 2. R1 as it is. Here is 0. And we divide minus 2 by minus 2. We will get 1. So this is our 1. Then next, now we have to make this 2 into 0 using this 1. So we have to make a change in R1. So R1 gives R1 minus 2R2. We multiply this 1 by 2 and subtract this from this, so we will get 0. So here our final answer is, here change in R1, so R2 as it is, that is 0 and 1 as it is, 0 and 1 as it is. R1, what is R1? That is 1. 1 minus 2, here is 1 minus 2 into 0, and here 2 minus into 1. So what we will get? 1 minus 2 into 0, that is 1. Here is 0. Here 1 as it is, and 2 minus 2, which is 0. So using suitable transformation, we convert 1, 2, 3, 4 into an identity matrix. This is our example. Now, using column transformation, how we solve this example? Using column transformation, we solve this example. Okay. So, what is its solution? Using column transformation. Suppose there is a matrix 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have to use the column transformation. So column transformation, for the column transformation, firstly we make this 1 which is already. So using this 1 we make this 2 into 0. So C2 gives C2 minus 2 times of C1. Here transformation is C2. We go column by horizontally. So C2 gives C2 minus 2 C1. We use this transformation here. So what we will get? There is change in C2. So C1 as it is, that is 1 and 3 as it is. We write C1 here. What is C2? C2 is 2. C2 is 2. Minus 2 into, what is C1? Its corresponding C1 is 1. Next, what is C2? C2 is 4. Minus 2 into, what is its C1? Which is 3. So, here, this 1 and 3 as it is, this is 0 and 4 minus 6 which is minus 2. Then next transformation, use now this, make this 1 minus 2 into 1 which is in C2. So our transformation is C2 gives C2 divided by minus 2. We have to make C2 divided by minus 2. What we will get? Here C1 is as it is, that is 1 and 3 as it is. 0 divided by minus 2 is 0 and minus 2 divided by minus 2 is 1. So we give here this. Then our next transformation, using this 1 we have to make this 3 0. Using this 1 we have to make this 3 into 0. So this 3 is in C1. So there is change in C1. So we write here C1. C1 gives C1. We write here C1 gives C1. 3 minus of minus this means minus 3 times of C2. So this is our transformation. Here change in C1. So we write C2 as it is, that is 0 and 1. So what is C1? C1 is 1 minus 3 into C2 is 0. Here C1 is 3 minus 3 into, what is C2? C2 is 1. So our last answer is, this is 1, 0, 0 and 1. So using column transformation we convert this into this identity matrix. Then our next is transform 1 minus 1 2 2 1 3 3 2 4 into an upper triangular matrix by suitable transformation. Using suitable transformation. Upper triangular matrix means what? We have to, upper triangular matrix means we have to make the elements which is below the diagonal. This is diagonal. Below the diagonal means these 3 elements. We have to make these 3 elements into 0. We have to make these 3 elements into 0. So we use here row transformation, because by row transformation we go vertically and in column transformation we go horizontally. So we use here row transformation. So let's start with the solution. So what is its solution? Firstly, we write here the matrix, that is 1 minus 1 2 2 1 3 3 2 4. So firstly we have to make this 1 which is already 1. So now we make this 2 into 0 which is in R2. So we have to make change in R2. R2 gives R2 minus 2 times of R1. Here is transformation. R2 gives R2 minus 2 R1. So here change in R2. So R1 and R3 as it is. R1 and R3 as it is. So we write here R1 and R3. That is 1 minus 1 2 3 2 4. Now R2. What is R2? R2 minus R2 is 2 minus 2 into its corresponding R1. What is R1? R1 is 1. Then next R2. R2 is 1 minus 2 into minus 1. Then next R2 is 3 minus 2 into its corresponding R1 is 2. So here we get 1 minus 1 2 0. Here 1 minus minus get plus, that is 3. Here is minus 1 and 3 2 4. We make this 0. Now we have to make this 3 into 0. So we make a transformation here. We write here transformation. What is the transformation? We have to make R3 0. So R3 gives R3 minus 3 times of R1 using R1. So here change in R3. So R1 and R2 as it is. So 1 minus 1 2 0 3 minus 1. Now R3. What is R3? 3 minus 3 into its corresponding R1 is 1. Then 2 minus 3 into its corresponding R1 is minus 1. And last, that is 4 minus 3. Its corresponding R1 is 2. So its final answer is 1 minus 1 2 0 3 minus 1. Here is 0 and 2 minus minus get plus, which is 5. 2 minus minus, this is 5. Here 4 minus 6, which is minus 2. Now we have to make this into 0. For that firstly we have to make this 5. We have to make this 3 into a 1. So we divide R2 gives R2 upon 3. We divide R2 gives R2 upon 3. So what we will get? We get here 1 minus 1 2. Here 0 1 minus 1 by 3 0 5 and minus 2. After getting this transformation we get this. Now we have to make 5 into 0 using this 1. So we write here transformation. What is the transformation? Which is R3 gives R3 minus 5 times of R2. R3 gives R3 minus 5 times of R2. So here change in R3. So R1 and R2 as it is. That is 1 minus 1 and 2. 0, 1 and minus 1 by 3. Now here R3 is 0. 0 minus this 5 into 0, which is 0. Then 5 minus 5, which is 0. And here is minus 2 and minus, here is minus 2, or we solve here minus 2 minus 5 into R2 is minus 1 by 3. So here minus minus get plus, so it is minus 2 and plus 5 by 3, that means minus 6 plus 5 by 3, which that means minus 1 by 3. Minus 1 by 3. So we convert this matrix into a upper triangular matrix because these three elements are 0. So this is our answer. So this is our first lecture of the topic matrices. In this topic we studied types of matrices, some transformations of elementary transformations of these matrices. 3 transformations, that is, first is how to interchange row and column. Second is how to multiply the row by any non-zero scalar, and third how to add 2 rows or 2 columns, or how to subtract 2 rows or 2 columns, and some examples. So thank you.